So, third one, stainless morality of good fortune frees us from the suffering of having to fight and create negative karma to get what we want. It purifies whatever vows or commitments we've broken, so we don't have to suffer in the lower realms. It creates the cause to attain liberation and enlightenment. Hearing this Buddha's name can help sentient beings to become free from the lower realms and take rebirth in higher realms. Creates causes to have a glorious physical appearance. Then, in general, they say morality creates the cause to have a beautiful appearance in future life. Supreme one without death creates cause to avoid untimely death and to have long life. Ocean of melodious dharma creates cause to always hear the sound of holy dharma, purify negative deeds, have a long life, and be content in one's life, and develop the sublime mind of bodhicitta. King of direct knowledge helps our mind be free of distractions, lessens ill will, enables us to find the basic means of living without hardships. That's important. Stops us doing actions that would lead to lower rebirth, enables us to create virtue, frees us from the karma of being under the control of others. That's a very important one, being under the control of others. That in India is a very important one. Often we feel under the control of, I don't know, family, parents, various people who seem to be obstructing what we really want to do with our life or our dharma life. Like that, many people have that. So anyway, not to be under control of others creates the karma to be independent. And then the main Buddha, Lapis Lazuli, King of Light, Lapis Buddha of Medicine, King of Light, Bhaisajyaguru, creates causes to overcome darkness of ignorance, to illuminate our mind, to develop wisdom, creates causes to attain all the glorious qualities of the medicine Buddha, all the major and minor marks of a Buddha, protects us from the wrong paths. There's so many wrong paths in the world, some of which are very, very seductive and feel very good and even sound like Buddhism. A lot of the WhatsApp messages you get sound like Buddhism. You go deeper, may not be. So we have to know what is the right path, especially the wisdom side. Everyone talks of love and compassion, but the wisdom tends to be defective in many paths. So it helps us, protects us from wrong paths, helps us attain Mahayana path, meaning the path of great compassion, working for others, endows us with inexhaustible material possessions, may be good, I guess, if we share it. If we transgress pure ethics, this can be purified, so we don't have to take low rebirth. What is low rebirth? Animal, hell being, hungry ghost. Next one may be a bit, contentious nowadays. Creates cause to attain male rebirth for those who want a male rebirth. Okay, for those who want it. You don't want, no problem. Frees us from distorted wrong views, from the consequences of criminal offenses we might incur, causes us to not have to practice a wrong livelihood in order to sustain ourselves, like, killing or stealing to survive, or making missiles to survive, or things like that that damage others and the environment and so forth. Creates cause to be able to sustain ourselves by the pure dharma. So if we recite the names of these 8, the 7 medicine Buddhas and Shakyamuni Buddha makes 8, and recite the mantra of this Buddha, blow onto water, this water has the power to purify. It can be drunk or sprinkled on a deceased person. Practicing these Buddhas overcomes obstacles to this life, helps us to gain benefits in this life, and also helps future lives. Seeing the sickness that beings would experience in the future, the Buddha taught this practice so that these sicknesses could be overcome, so beings could attain enlightenment. Doing the practice of the medicine Buddha empowers us to be effective in one's healing work, if you happen to be in the healing profession. There's a very good doctor we know in Goa. She uses this medicine Buddha extensively and says it really helps. She has a lot of faith. She's a very good practitioner. When she visualizes, she says it's like medicine Buddha is right in front of me. So of course, she's a very good practitioner, but we can also try to be like that. And even if we're not a doctor, it can help us, a sick person. Any activity to help others, whether healing or whatever, should be based essentially on the good heart, the kind heart, wishing to benefit others. Whatever profession we take up, we should consider if it brings more benefit to others or to oneself. So one could do, if you wanted, a retreat of this medicine Buddha, over a 2-day retreat, do precepts, do 4 sessions. So this practice really can help us overcome many problems of this and future lives, all the way up to enlightenment, and can also bring immediate benefits. This is the short version of the benefit. There's a longer version, so I'm not reciting now. If people want, we can photocopy and give to people. Each, like some Buddhas have 8 vows they made, some, 4 or 5. The main medicine Buddha made 11 vows to be successful for people to, So, yeah, if you have some feeling for this based on, of course, karma, past and future lives, then this practice can be very effective. Even if you don't believe in future lives, well, still better to do than not to do. Can create a good mind, good heart. So that's good. And there are other benefits. There are many books we can post online. One particular book by Thrangu Rinpoche on the medicine Buddha practice, which is very, very extensive. If people get more interested, you can read that book. 150, 200 pages. Okay, so medicine Buddha sadhana, page 1. Or page 7 in your text, page 7. Yeah, people online. I don't know if you have from previous practices, or someone can post online the text. That would be good. I don't see any of our staff there, but if someone knows how to, that would be good. Hello there, thank you. Is that Pemala? I don't know, whoever that is. Thank you. So if someone can do that, it's great. Otherwise, just enjoy listening to it, okay? maybe Paldron Venerable Paldron might have. Anyway, you could post on the chat. Or maybe Naveenji can do. Are you trying? Thank you. It'll be in one of the previous postings. Yeah. First thing is to have a good motivation. And actually, can is there any really hot water there? My throat is not good. Okay, so motivation, already you get an idea from what we've been saying. It's a Mahayana practice. So there's no question that the practice is not just for our own benefit, not even for our own nirvana, because that would be just one person being freed, from the prison of samsara. And we need to be looking at how we could help other people be free, because many reasons there. A simple one is that I'm one person. How come I'm more important than everybody else? It's a ridiculous idea. Others are suffering just like me. Many are much worse suffering than me. And also they've been kind to me. From a Buddhist perspective, people have been kind to me since beginningless lives, beginningless mind, beginningless lives. As mother, father, friend, this way, that way. And in this life, if we check what we have, it's extraordinary, and we could not have what we have without others, including everything you can see with your eyes in front of you comes as the effort of other people, right? Everything you can see and everything you can feel inside your body, you didn't make it. Your parents made your original body, and then all the food and drink we ate and so forth, which came through the effort of other people. Since we were in the womb, we survived first in the mother's body, and then mother, father, whoever looked after us as soon as we came out of the mother's body. So to think we are not, to be not grateful to others is absolutely a sign of ignorance and carelessness, maybe, and just negative mind. Although we may have suffered at the hands of parents or people, we should not forget also the basic kindness, providing us with a body. And we're surviving today. We're here today because we've survived, right? And countless reasons for that. Countless reasons. We made a list, we'll be writing for a few hours at least, all of the benefits we have received from other people. Okay, the other thing we can, some of the people who we are praying for, and this is just a microcosm of the macrocosm of human and animal beings who are suffering and all the other beings who are suffering. Paramjit Singh, Paramjit Kaur, Shireen, Geeta, Janaki Joshi, Maya Joshi, Yoichiro Tagawa, Akiko Kasumi, Paulo Rocha Correa, V. Mohan Reddy, who passed away, Dhiren Borisa, Pony A, Queer Trans Wellness and Support Center and people with any problems associated with that, Nilashi, Vino Khatri, Ritu Bajaj, Darshan, or Devishan Bajaj, Anuj Nirmal, Chavi, something George, Sile George, Priya Roshan, Nahya, huh? Nitya, oh, not good writing. Vishal Vat, Mala Vat, Nikhil, Ollie, Mark, Nancy, Cynthia. So, and then all of the centers in India, so all the wishes of to be fulfilled, all of the Dalai Lama Trust projects in Bodh Gaya to be fulfilled, to build a wonderful center of Buddhist studies and research, all of the legal problems there to be quickly eliminated. All the practitioners to be well and happy and harmonious. Remember the people you're praying for now, and feel confidence that we can do something for them. We definitely can, because Medicine Buddha aren't just beings from a long time ago or beings who are existing now as Buddha. The potential for Medicine Buddha is in our own mind. Definitely, we are potential hibernating Buddhas. Definitely. So we have the ability to help others. We should feel like this. Spend some time thinking like this, not putting oneself down. I think the purpose of my life is to benefit all kind mother sentient beings who are suffering, and I'll do whatever I need to do this, to achieve that, with courage and patience, and moral conduct, generosity, developing a concentrated mind, a wise mind, enthusiasm, and all of the other qualities, thank you, that are necessary to benefit others. May I develop them through doing this Medicine Buddha practice. May it activate those qualities within me. The main thing is to have that sense of some kind of confidence in the Medicine Buddha, in oneself, and the fact that even though we can't visualize or do all of the complicated things you might find in the sadhana, the basic thing is to have that trust and the confidence and the compassion, wishing to help others. So you should think of someone you know who is suffering, or an animal or a person, so that we can really have a sense of a gut level feeling of how wonderful it would be to be able to help that person or animal, and how wonderful if we could create the causes of happiness for that person, animal, being. You may have had occasion to confront or beings that even cannot be seen. So you understand there's another level of being who could also need help and are suffering, like we read about in the texts. Milarepa's life, the demons and demonesses. They're also suffering. Just because we can't see them doesn't mean they're not suffering. It doesn't mean they're not there. So all the beings, seen and unseen, born and yet unborn. Okay, so you can just listen. If the visualization is too complicated, don't worry. You get an idea of what medicine Buddha looks like from the picture there. And if you want a different kind of picture, I'll just pass this around for new people. You can look at the medicine Buddha's body so you know what to visualize. So get a feeling for that. Just a feeling. The visualization is not clear, no problem. Not easy to visualize. You can visualize your mother, father, your best friend, or your worst enemy, but it might not be easy immediately to visualize medicine Buddha. So anyway, above about 4 inches above top of one's head, visualize a lotus flower, and in the center of that lotus is a white moon disc, flat like an old gramophone record, flat moon disc like a plate. Seated on the moon disc is one's teacher, if you have one, who is the truth essence, the actual essence of all the Buddhas, in the form of medicine Buddha, who is blue in color, dark blue in color, body radiating blue light. Right hand in the mudra of granting sublime realization, resting on his right knee, holding the stem of a very rare medicinal plant called the Arura plant, between thumb and first finger. This is an actual plant, but very rare, hard to find now, very medicinal quality. Left hand is in the mudra of concentration, showing that he is always in a state of concentration, samadhi, whatever he may be doing, meaning he has that control, that power of samadhi. He holds the lapis lazuli bowl filled with the nectar, seated in the full vajra position, wearing the 3 red-colored robes of a monk, and has all the signs and qualities of a Buddha. So get a sense of that. Then we take refuge. That's a big topic, but basically, we're Buddhists, we take refuge, but refuge is like becoming a refugee, in the sense that you take refuge in something which is not worldly. You take refuge in Buddha, his teaching, and the Sangha. So we leave the world of beings who are only taking refuge in material things like money, status, wealth, property, land, power, etc., which may or may not be that useful. But this is always useful to enlightenment, taking refuge in the great compassionate doctor, whose medicine, and the kind Sangha who help us, encourage us to take the medicine of the teachings, curing the sickness of ignorance, anger, attachment. So, some of us know the Tibetan. We'll recite this English verse 3 times in Tibetan. You can just look at the meaning. Then the 4 immeasurable thoughts, called immeasurable because they're covering all living beings, not just leaving out any at all. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings never be separated from the happiness that is without suffering, meaning happiness of higher realms and liberation and so forth. And may all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from both attachment and hatred, holding some people very close and keeping some people distant, unwanted, not like that. And then to make it a Mahayana immeasurable, we can say, I myself will cause them to be like this. I myself will help beings have these qualities, be free of suffering, have the cause of happiness, and so forth. I myself will do it. Who else will do it? Can't expect government or other people to do it. Why should they? I'm going to do it. We should think like this. This is the confidence of the Mahayana, not the Bodhisattva. I will do it, even though it sounds arrogant, ambitious. But yeah, then we also say, please, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, bless me to be able to do this. We invoke our teachers, the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, please bless us with inspiring strength to be able to do this. You can imagine, if you want, much light coming from the heart of the medicine Buddha, inspiring us to do this, giving us the strength to do this. Then what's called cultivating special bodhicitta. Bodhicitta is the wish to attain enlightenment in order to benefit all sentient beings and lead them to enlightenment. So here it's kind of an urgent thing. We say, especially for the benefit of all sentient beings, I will quickly, very quickly, attain the precious state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. And for this reason, I shall practice the yoga method of Guru Medicine Buddha. Yoga has nothing to do with physical yoga. Here it's talking yoga, meaning union. Yoga is something that unites us with something else. So here we are, it's a method that unites us, right, with the mind of the medicine Buddha. Body, speech, and mind of the medicine Buddha. Our own inner Buddha nature. Yoga, physical yoga, is only one limb of the yoga, whether in Hindu tradition or any tradition. Similar meaning to the English word religion. To reconnect, relegare, to reconnect with reality. 7 limb prayer, very important to create positive energy, also purify, and to make sure that we are always in touch with the teachings, always have the teachings. So the first is prostration. So we can imagine bowing down to Medicine Buddha, who is oneness with all the Buddhas and with our teachers. And this helps also, of course, to eliminate pride, arrogance. So imagine bowing down. You can just imagine folding your hands and doing a namaskar, namaste. All these actions create karma, you see, positive karma. We shouldn't neglect them. This is realized in all traditional cultures, all valid traditional cultures, China, Japan, Korea, India, all these places. All these things have meaning. And then, next one, very important. We've made some offerings on the altar, but actually they're very small. We can visualize, you see, the space filled with offerings. Each and every offering, those actually performed and those mentally transformed, I present you. So imagine space filled with the 8 kind of traditional offerings. Water for washing, water for drinking, flowers, beautiful flowers, incense, beautiful incense wafting throughout space, and light, wonderful twinkling multicolored lights. Make it as beautiful as you can in your mind. And perfumes. Food, food, fruits, magnificently arrayed, like they do in five-star hotels, except much better, much more extensive, because you can use your mind to fill the whole of space. Especially the things you like. We offer them without any attachment or grasping. And then finally, music, very important. Beautiful music, enchanting music that delights the mind, soothes and delights the mind. We're offering to the Buddhas who don't need any of this. So why are we offering? Because we need to create the positive energy in our own mind. Buddhists don't need this. They're already enlightened. But we could say they're happy when we offer because all they care about is our happiness. And we're creating positive energy, the cause of happiness. So the Buddhas are happy as well. So in pujas, in monasteries and nunneries, you can hear a lot of instruments at these stages in the puja, offering music, drums, and so forth, conch. Then it's very important to confess all the stupid actions we've done which have harmed others, sometimes very badly harmed others, even killed them. So according to Buddhism, we've done all these things in past lives. We can't remember, but we've done everything imaginable because we've had beginningless lifetimes, beginningless, no beginning to mind. So then we can remember at least some things we've done in this life, and we think, okay, good to feel regret, but not guilt, regret, and then think as much as possible, I'm going to avoid such actions in the future because they only harm myself and others. Or they distract me from the spiritual path, from being able to really benefit other people. Shameful actions which we would not do in public, so then better not to do them in private either. That kind of feeling, we should be very as impeccable as possible. So we confess an open mind to the Buddhas, teachers, and this is a very good thing to do. It gets it off our chest, and we also feel a healthy regret, plus the fact we are going to do something about it. So it's what they call a win-win situation nowadays. Next one, very important, to rejoice. So here, rejoicing, we first rejoice in our own positive actions, of which there are many, even though they might be very small. We have done many good things. So we need to remember that and rejoice, thinking how wonderful it is. However, lowest your self-esteem is, we've all done good things. For example, coming to this puja. So you should think how wonderful it is. I made the effort to join online or to come to Tushita. How wonderful it is. How wonderful it is. Be happy. Then think of other people, your friends and other practitioners who practice, maybe especially people who practice, you think, more than you, or more awakened, who do more good actions, more good speech. Instead of being envious or competitive with them, just rejoice. Think how wonderful it is that these people are doing this, that, and the other. Or if someone is, you think more handsome or beautiful than you, or richer than you, or whatever, has a better environment than you, don't be upset, rejoice. Think how wonderful it is, the cause of positivity, and I will benefit not at all by being jealous or envious. It will just create suffering for me. So rejoice. Rejoice in the goodness and good actions of other people. Think how wonderful it is. wonderful it is. Then rejoice in the teachers, any spiritual gurus you have, or Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, whose actions are obviously quite remarkable by our standards, the way they work for others, hardly sleep, carry on, benefiting others in countless ways. Some of us have seen that activity of the holy beings, and all of us can see also the actions of certain more public figures like His Holiness the Dalai Lama. It seems obvious that all they do is to try and benefit others. So think how wonderful it is. How wonderful it is. Lift up the heart and rejoice at that. Good. Okay. And then when we have time, you do at home, then Rinpoche says, our teacher says, you should also think of all the good, the people, the holy beings of other spiritual traditions, religions, who are obviously benefiting others with what they do. One should rejoice in their activities as well, and so forth. So one can take as long as one wants on these practices. Then the fifth limb is to request the Buddhas to stay in this world, not to depart into nirvana, or which is personal peace, but to keep on coming back again and again in the world to help us, taking rebirth again and again out of great compassion, not out of ignorance or out of uncontrolled karma, but out of great compassion and wisdom. Please keep on helping us, guiding us. And the sixth, to turn the wheel of the Dharma, matlab, to keep on teaching. If they don't teach, then we don't know how to take the medicine. We don't understand the medicine. We may have all the books, but if we don't have realized people, we don't have techniques to utilize the teachings, nor do we have proper example of people who are actually practicing. So therefore we need these holy beings. We call them holy because they've gone beyond the ordinary selfish mind. They're what they might call saints in the Western tradition. This creates cause to never be separated from teachers and the teaching. Then the seventh is to dedicate. We don't just leave things, abruptly at the end of such positive practices. We dedicate the positive energy. Dedicate to the ripening of wisdom and compassion, that means, to bodhicittas, and the attainment of Buddhahood. For the sake of all sentient beings, and especially remember the people now you're praying for, and dedicate already for them. We'll be doing again later, of course. Dedicate for them to be happy and so forth, free from sickness. Okay. Then there's something called a mandala offering, which I won't explain now, but it's in brief, like it's offering a very beautiful visualized pure universe, and it can create very powerful causes to abide in pure environments in the future, create the merit to abide in pure lands and so forth, which is something could be very useful. If we could ever get rebirth in a pure land, then enlightenment tends to be quicker, and we can, be more beneficial quicker for others. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this as the Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. In the inner mandala, the objects of my attachment, aversion, and ignorance, friends, enemies, strangers, and my body, wealth, and enjoyments without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure. Bless me with freedom from the three poisonous minds, anger, attachment. Okay. So now we come to the part where we request and start the actual medicine Buddha part, you could say. All this we did so far is very necessary. Prepare the mind to create positive energy, to dispel negative energy. Can't just go straight into the main body of the practice. So now we request, then we'll engage in a very simple visualization, not the complicated one. I beseech you, Bhagavan Medicine Guru, whose sky-colored holy body of lapis lazuli signifies omniscient wisdom and compassion as vast as limitless space, please grant your blessing, your inspiring strength. I beseech you, compassionate Medicine Guru, who hold in your right hand the King of Medicines, symbolizing your vow to help all pitiful sentient beings plagued by the 424 diseases, please grant me your blessing. I beseech you, compassionate Medicine Guru, who hold in your left hand a bowl of nectar, symbolizing your vow to give the glorious undying nectar of the Dharma, that eliminates the degenerations of sickness, old age, and death. Or we might say ordinary sickness, old age, and death, an ordinary death. Even the Buddha died, but he didn't have an ordinary death. Meaning he didn't have a death controlled by delusion and karma. He had a very pure death. Please grant me your blessings. So the visualization involves all of the seven, but that's a bit complicated. So just imagine that there is the Medicine Guru on the crown of your head, symbolizing all the seven. And then we'll be repeating each of these verses on page 10 onwards, 7 times. The first 6 times we recite each verse. We will not recite the last line of that verse, may or vow. We don't recite that. Only on the 7th recitation do we recite the last verse, or the last line. And then we stop, and then you remember the people you're praying for. And of course, if you can make it more extensive, wonderful. Pray for all the people you know who are going through suffering right now, in all parts of the world, and so forth. Animals, so forth. And while one recites, you can imagine light coming from the body of these Buddhas. So I don't have with me the color of these different Buddhas at the moment, I'm sorry. But anyway, you can visualize they're all blue, or they're all yellow, or red, but pink. But the last one, of course, will be dark blue, lapis. Yeah. Okay. Hajur.
Sorry. I have only sent to some list. The Tushita list I could not send.
Oh, okay.
But I've sent it to you so that you can forward.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Just spend a while remembering the motivation and the people you're praying for. For those online, I'm sending the sadhana to all of the groups. Okay, good. So now we'll recite 7 times. First to the Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs. To you, Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs, fully realize, destroy all defilement, fully accomplish Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. To you, Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs, fully realize, destroy all defilement, fully accomplish Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. To you, Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs, fully realize, destroy all defilement, fully accomplish Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs, fully realize, destroy all defilement, fully accomplish Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs, fully realize, destroy all defilement, fully accomplish Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. You, Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs, fully realize, destroy all defilement, fully accomplish Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. To you, Buddha, renowned glorious King of excellent signs, fully realize, destroy all defilement, fully accomplish Buddha, having fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. May your mild to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. Remember the people you're praying. Imagine much light coming from the heart, if you wish, purifying them. All that needs to be purified. And the next Buddha, Buddha King of Notice Sound. Or to you, Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewel, moon, and lotus, fully realized joy of all defilement, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, make confidence. To you, Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewel, moon, and lotus, fully realized joy of all defilement, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. You, Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewel, moon, and lotus, fully realized joy of all defilement, fully accomplished Buddhas, fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. You, Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewel, moon, and lotus, fully realized joy of all defilement, fully accomplished Buddhas, fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. You, Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewel, moon, and lotus, fully realized joy of all defilement. Fully accomplished Buddhas who realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. You, Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewel, moon, and lotus, fully realize joy of all defilement. Fully accomplished Buddhas fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. You, Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewel, moon, and lotus, fully realize joy of all defilement. Fully accomplished Buddhas fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. This creates cause to always hear the sound of the Holy Dharma, purify negative deeds, have long life, be content in one's life, and develop Buddhist. Third, for to you, Buddha, stainless, excellent, all great jewel who accomplished all powers, fully retired, all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. You, Buddha, stainless, excellent, gold, great jewel who accomplished all powers, fully realized the shore of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena, I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. You, Buddha, stainless, excellent, gold, great jewel who accomplished all powers, fully realized the shore of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. You, Buddha, stainless, excellent, gold, great jewel, accomplished all powers, fully realize joy of all defilement, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. You, Buddha, stainless, excellent, gold, great jewel, accomplished all powers, fully realize joy of all defilement, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. You, Buddha, stainless, excellent, gold, great jewel, accomplished all vows, fully realized joy of all defilement, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. Oh, to you, Buddha, stainless, excellent, gold, great jewel, accomplished all vows, great, fully realized joy of all defilement, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. Famous excellent goal frees us from the suffering of having to fight for anything. Vows and commitments purified, creates the cause to attain liberation and enlightenment, free from the lower realms, take rebirth in higher realms, creates cause to have a glorious physical appearance. That can be important to attract and influence people with the Dharma. Fourth Buddha, or to Buddha supreme glory, grace and sorrow, fully realized for all department, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realized the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To Buddha supreme glory, grace and sorrow, fully realize joy of all defilements, fully accomplish for those who realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate for refuge and make offering. You Buddha supreme glory, creation, sorrow, fully realize, destroyer of all defilements. Fully accomplished Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate for refuge and make offering. You Buddha supreme glory, creation, sorrow, fully realize, destroyer of all defilements. Fully accomplished Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all. I prostrate for refuge and make offering to Buddha. Supreme glory, glory, whatever I call it, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate for refuge and make offering. So Buddha, supreme glory, fully realize joy of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate for refuge and make offering. May I bow to benefit sentient beings, now ripen for myself and others. This creates the call especially to avoid untimely death, to have a long life, which could be good if we're doing good things. Otherwise, not. Next Buddha. Oh, to you, Buddha, Buddha, so to proclaim Dharma, fully realize joy of all defilements, fully accomplish Buddhas, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate for refuge and make offerings. You, Buddha, Melody, so to proclaim. Fully realize joy of all defilements, fully accomplish Buddhas, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate for refuge and make offerings. You, Buddha, Melody, so to proclaim. Fully realize joy of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddhas, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge and make offering. You, Buddha, Melody, so proclaim Dharma, fully realize joy of all defilements. Fully accomplished Buddhas, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge and make offering. You, Buddha, Melody, so proclaim Dharma, fully realize joy of all defilements. Fully accomplished Buddhas, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge and make offering. Or do you, Buddha, Melody, so proclaim Dharma, fully realize joy of all defilements. Fully accomplished Buddhas, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge and make offering. You, Buddha, melodious ocean, proclaim Dharma, fully realize joy of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge. May your vow to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. This creates cause to always hear the sound of the holy Dharma. Purify negative deeds, have a long life, be content in life, and develop bodhicitta. Next Buddha. Oh, to Buddha, life of being a clear knowing from the notion of darkness. Fully realize the joy of all defilements, fully accomplish for those who realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge and make offerings. Fully life of being a clear knowing fully realize the joy of all defilements, fully accomplish Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge and make offerings. You, Buddha, life of King of clear knowing, supreme wisdom and ocean of Dharma, fully realize the joy of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge and make offerings. You, Buddha, life of King of clear knowing, supreme wisdom and ocean of Dharma, fully realize the joy of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge and make offerings. Supreme wisdom and ocean of Dharma, fully realize the joy of all defilements, fully accomplished Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate before refuge and make offering. See what a life of King of Plenai, supreme wisdom and ocean of Dharma, fully realize, destroy all defilements, fully accomplish Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate before refuge and make offering. Buddha, joyful King of Plenai, supreme wisdom and ocean of Dharma, fully realize, destroy all defilements, fully accomplish Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate before refuge and make offerings. May you vow to benefit all sentient beings, now ripen for myself and others. And this Buddha helps our mind be free of distractions, lessens ill will, enables us to find the basic means of living without hardships, stops us doing actions that would lead to lower rebirths, enables us to create virtue, frees us from the karma of being under the control of others, creates the karma to be independent. Okay, then the last Buddha, the main Bhaisajyaguru, Buddha, medicine guru. You, Buddha, medicine guru, king of Latin life, fully realize all of defilements, fully accomplish Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. King of Latin life, fully realize all of defilements, fully accomplish Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, make offerings. You, Buddha, medicine guru, king of Latin life, fully realize, destroy all defilements, fully comes Buddha. Fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. You, Buddha, medicine guru, king of life is life, fully realize, destroy all defilements, fully accomplish Buddha. Fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. You, Buddha, medicine guru, king of life is life, fully realize, destroy all defilements, fully accomplish Buddha. Fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offering. You, Buddha, medicine guru, king of life is life, fully realize, destroy all defilements, fully accomplish Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, and make offerings. To you, Buddha, medicine guru, king of love is life, fully realize, destroy all defilements, fully accomplish Buddha, fully realize the absolute truth of all phenomena. I prostrate, go for refuge, make offerings. May your vows to benefit all sentient beings now ripen for myself and others. Apart from thinking of people who I'm praying for, we can, in general, for beings to develop a loving mind, be free of fighting and disharmony, whether between individuals or countries. Beings may abandon mistaken and wrong views of thinking, such as thinking that any kind of killing is good and skillful, and help them enter in the path of actually practicing positive action. Those who lack food and drink, material necessities, may they not engage in unskillful actions such as stealing and lying to get what they need, but instead have all their material and spiritual needs come together naturally or without difficulty. So now, as we recite the long mantra once and the short mantra 21 times with a tune, and then recite it silently under our breath, or imagine it's resounding silently in your heart. You can also visualize that from the holy body of the King of Medicine, Bhaisajyaguru, the much light is emanating into all directions, into yourself, into the people you're praying for, into the countries or places in the world which need healing, whatever You can make it very extensive or very simple, as you wish. In terms of your own body, you can feel your own body becoming very clean and clear, like crystal. And also the bodies of the people you're praying for become very clear, clean, without any kind of suffering nature. And through your great love, wishing all beings to have happiness, through your great compassion, wishing to be free from suffering, feel they are purified of all diseases and afflictions due to spirits and their causes, all negative karma and mental obscurations completely dissolve. Om Namo Bhagavate Vekande Guru Vedurya Brahmarandaya Tathagataya Rahate Samyak Samvaya Toto Bekande Maha Bekande Ranja Samukate So Bekande Maha Bekande Randa Sami Gate So Om Bekante Maha Bekante 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 Randa Sami Gate So Lord, Bekante, Maha Bekante, Randa Gate So. Lord, Bekante, Maha Bekante, Randa Gate So. Om Bekante, Maha Bekante, Randa Gate So. Om Bekante, Maha Bekante, Randa Gate So. Lord, Bekante, Maha Bekante, Randa Gate So. Om Bekante, Maha Bekante, Randa Gate So. Om Bekante, Maha Bekante, Randa Gate So. Om Bekante, Maha Bekante, Randa Gate So. Feel great joy. Feel all beings that become just like medicine Buddha. Totally purified of all their problems. How wonderful that is. Medicine Buddha, feel they dissolve into us. Medicine Buddha dissolves into us, and we feel sense of oneness with all the Buddhas, the past, present, and future. Then dedication, bottom of page 14. Due to these merits, positive energy, may I complete the ocean-like actions of the children of the victorious ones, meaning the Bodhisattvas. May I become the holy savior, refuge, and helper for sentient beings who have repeatedly been kind to me in past lives, and can recite them. By the virtues received from attempting with practice, may all living beings who see, hear, touch, or remember me, even those who merely say my name, in that very moment be released from their miseries and experience happiness forever. This includes our enemies, even if they repeat our name with anger. As all sentient beings, infinite of space are encompassed by Guru Medicine Buddha's compassion, may I too become the guide for sentient beings, existing throughout all 10 directions of the universe. Because of these virtues, may I quickly become Guru Medicine Buddha and lead each and every sentient being into his enlightened realm. Remember the people you're praying for. Dedicate for them. Then we recite the prayer for the long life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the short prayer, in Tibetan and then in English. No gangre rawe korwe shinkam de upendo de wali jwe chere ziwon tenzing yapdo ye jabe zibe bardo. Thank you. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you're the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig, Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Then the prayer for the bestowing supreme immortality prayer. I'm wondering, what prayer do you have? Okay, you have the prayer by the Kadrola, no? Okay, this is the one by Kadrola. Yeah, we have to share, yeah, because I've got the other one. So this is a prayer written by a very special woman, a great practitioner, Kadro Namsel Domne, who, excuse me, does a lot of practice for His Holiness and all the other beings, regarded as emanation of Tara. And she wrote this prayer. She's very devoted to Lama Zopa Rinpoche, our teacher. And she wrote this prayer for Rinpoche's long life. I think you have that one, right, all of you? Yeah. Through illuminating all, your appearance dispels the darkness. Your clear mind knows the 84,000 heaps of Dharma, the power of the remedy to the 84,000 delusions. Your proclaiming dependent arising itself is victorious in battle with the Mara. I worship the supremely kind, great Vajradhara on my crown. Clarifying the scriptures and realization, the teachings of the morning, you spread and illuminate those teachings wherever they have not yet spread in the world. Having become an actual son of the conquerors, you bear hardships with patience. In your continuum is realization of the perfection of wisdom, subtle, dependent arising. Precious jewel, Lord possessing love and compassion, who liberates upon seeing, treasury of mastery of the all arising interpretative and definitive scriptures, supremely great among the great, fully comprehending and clarifying the meaning of emptiness and compassion. You guide all beings in the path to liberation. Perfectly qualified spiritual friend, my Guru, please remain forever. He who protects from the fears of the three times, Aryatara, please increase the lifespans and activities of the beings who preserve the holy Dharma, and always without separation, develop their spontaneous action. And by the infallible deities of the three roots, may all be auspicious. Those of you who know Lama Zopa Rinpoche, please remember him, remember his great kindness. Untiring efforts for sentient beings. And also remember the great 14th Dalai Lama of Tibet, who has done more than any other Dalai Lama to spread the Dharma, inspire people in a way that the previous 13 could not. May he have a long and healthy life and continue to teach and inspire people. And then dedicate to all the other spiritual masters you know, may they all have long and healthy life. All their holy wishes to be fulfilled. Okay, everybody, thank you very much. Now we have someone, 2-3 people can help distribute the offerings, but we won't eat anything until we have recited the food offering prayer, which you also have, I hope. But some people can help, please, to offer the offering. Thank you, everybody online, for your patience. Hope you could hear most of that, or all of it. I'll let you hold on. Could you hear most of that, Pradeep ji?
Yes,
Jan?
thank you.
Yes, yes.
Excuse my throaty voice. It's Bodh Gaya blessing. Hope you're all well. Haji, we need some people to help and chop chop. Yeah, thank you. Bob, what are you up to? Well, come on, let's go. Let's hit the deck. Karya, kya kar raha hai? Help them. Yeah. Maya, you relax.
There's nothing.
Khatam ho gaya. First having a discussion. And, huh? Very blissful. Very nice. Nice and warm and very nice.
Was it an event or?
They had the end of the Nyingma Monlam was happening, last 2 days of the Nyingma Monlam. Then I was there for a teacher training, receiving teacher
wondering
training.
because we heard Naveen was rushing. So
I
thought-
made Naveen come.
Okay,
Yeah, he was dithering. Haji,
I thought maybe there's something we're missing.
to the Venerable first. Yeah, thank you.
Will have given.
Good, good, good. Hi, Chavi. I just realized it's Chavi. How's the pooch? Good. क्या हाल है सुजीत जी?
ठीक है कबीर जी.
I hope you dedicated for your long reign at Regent's.
I'll remember it next time.
Thank you. No, थोड़ा सा. Yeah, I'll be in touch with you. It's been a bit hectic the last few days.
That's entirely fine. That's entirely fine.
Yeah. Very nice. ये कहाँ से मिला? होगा. Yeah, we had some. I can't remember. Maybe I got it from Bodh Gaya. Very nice. Right. Now we know. You've been doing some practice before, I think, have you?
Like, I do try, but it's not quite meditation. It's not,
But you have some prior exposure to Buddhism, it seems. A little bit,
yes,
yeah?
yeah.
What?
Through university.
Oh, where's that?
I did well, I had some university studying in the US and also some in Germany.
Oh, okay. Where are you from?
I'm from the US. I'm from
Really?
Miami.
Couldn't work it out. You seem to have a
I've been away for a long
Irish,
time.
Welsh, something there.
My partner's Irish.
Huh?
My partner's Irish.
Right, you picked up some of your partner's accent. How are you, Jan?
Well, thank you.
Good. good,
Yes,
good.
I just like to tell everyone it's Kabirji's birthday this week, so we all should wish him happy birthday. You
Cool. My
Yours.
birthday, not for ages.
coming up.
Thank you so much. Yeah, for
Yeah.
I wanted to
Still
have
a
a
week.
quiet. I want a quiet
Yeah.
time. One gets inundated with messages one has to respond to. It's really quite. Yeah. Anyway,
Wow, we
somebody
rejoice. You're here for another
else's
year.
birthday.
too.
There's somebody else's birthday tomorrow. Mr. Sagar, who just went up the stairs, it's his birthday tomorrow. We'll be having a little do after meditation. They're just handing out the offerings here. That's why we're not reciting the prayer yet.
Oh, good.
Pradeep ji, ठीक ठाक हैं? You're in a different place. I can hardly see your wall.
There's a different wall. I'm in my drawing room. Sir.
Acha.
See the tankha behind me.
Acha. Yeah, very nice. Thank you. Where's that from? It's good.
We got it from, I'd gone to Ladakh in 1990.
Okay, good. Venerable, are you getting anything? Okay, folks, less talk, more action, so we can pray and eat. Which is why we're here, right? हाँ जी, देना है तो दे दो, वरना बैठ जाओ. मेरे पास मिल गया. Everybody got something, I hope. Thank you.
Virtually, yes.
You folks just have to enjoy. Whoops, there was no cake, but we got other things.
Here you are. Some Tim Tams from Australia.
Tim Tam.
Yeah.
Is that
They're
good?
very special chocolate
They,
biscuits.
yeah, they're very
Okay,
nice.
people,
They're very nice.
people say it's good. Okay, enjoy.
They're beautiful.
Okay, food offering prayer. I hope you all have.
I think in future, they should also teach those few biscuits.
You should keep some food with you. Sujit ji, do you have anything with you?
Matri.
Hey, oh. No junk food today, only machri. Good.
That's junk.
No, machri is pure nectar. Just because you eat fried. But
Can you please, excuse me, can I ask a question?
Who's that?
Subhashini,
You can ask a question after we've offered the food, after we've offered the prayer. Then I'll take your question. Yeah. Okay. So you see the offering prayer? Yeah. Up back jaye na Lashiti. Yes. We can always eat more later. Yeah. Sorry, I'm in a dictatorial mood today. There's a lot of disturbance online. Online friends are not behaving. So this high programs. Okay. Food offering prayer. And you can visualize the medicine Buddha in your heart as it's visualize the food as a nectar, wisdom nectar, inside a vast jeweled vessel. We recite the Om Ahum to consecrate the food. And the Buddha experiences bliss from the nectar that you offer, and then that radiates light which fills our whole body and spreads throughout space. Om Ahum, Om Ahum, Om Ahum. Lai Ma Sangye Lai Ma Che De Shin Lai Ma Ge De Te Kuingi Oja Po Lai Ma Te Lai Ma Nam La She Guru is the Buddha, Guru is the Dharma, Guru is the Sangha, also Guru is the creator of all happiness. To all Gurus I make this offering. May we and all those around us in all future lives never be separated from the three jewels, continuously make offerings to the three jewels, and receive the inspiration of the three jewels. To the Supreme Teacher, the precious Buddha, Supreme Refuge, the precious Dharma, the Supreme Guides, the precious Sangha, to the Triple Gem, the objects of refuge, I make offering. If anyone's having their lunch, then this is your lunch. You should recite the lunch prayers as well. Okay, enjoy. Subhashini, I'll just unmute you. What's your question? Hello.
I'm unmuted. I wanted to know why when you were saying the prayers, everything was, in a very low key, couldn't hear most of it. But now when you're talking, and this interaction was on, I could hear clearly.
I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, I have the laptop closer to me now, and my voice is a bit strange today anyway. I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
No, but
Some
now I
people,
can
I
hear you
think,
very clearly.
Sorry?
I said, now I can hear you very clearly.
Yes, yes.
The last 10 minutes, I've been able to hear you very clearly. But it was before that when the prayers were being said, when things were not very clear.
I apologize for that. Yeah, sorry.
And how does one see this all over again? I mean, hear the prayers all over again.
Difficult to do it all over again, Subhashini, now. You'll have to come to Tushita. Can you do that?
Well, at the moment, I'm in Bangalore, so coming.
Okay. Yeah.
And we've been having no activities for the last 2.5 months, so we're all waiting for CKS to open, kind of.
I see. No activities for 2.5 months. That's strange. Or maybe because the monks and all were away for their
No,
holiday.
Aman was, no, the monks were away, and also we didn't have anybody who was officiating as
I see.
director.
Mhm. So Sagar, what do you want for your birthday? Apart
Shoes.
from, huh?
Expensive shoes.
Shoes. Gucci.
No, Nike. Gucci.
What's your size?
7.5.
Did you tell the powers that be?
XC.
Did you pray? Huh?
It's so common.
You don't want a Dharma book?
That we do as well. That we do as well.
How many people have you made this known to?
1, 2, 3.
How many shows?
कोई पूछता नहीं मेरे से मैंने पहले ऐसे किया हुआ है I've done this in the past so now we know.
Abhijit, thank you.
Thanks, Pradeep ji. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We know what you need.
We will give it to you. Because of it.
Any special speakers coming in next week or later this month?
Sorry?
You had mentioned there was some speakers coming in later this month. Are they still?
Oh, yeah. We will be putting that up very soon.
Yeah.
We have a teaching on the 17th and the 19th by Geshe Lexo. We know him from before, but now he's qualified as a Geshe, which is very unusual, which is very rare, quite rare for a Westerner. So he studied 18 years in the monastery in the south, and he's a Geshe now. So he will teach on approaching the Dharma on the 17th at 6:30 here. And then Sunday morning and afternoon sessions there will be on Sunday, the 19th. So in the morning, I don't know which way around, but he'll be looking at anger and attachment on the 19th, working with those emotions. So we should encourage, we should come to that. We put a lot of effort over 18 years. Amazing. First, you have to learn Tibetan really well and put up with all of the teasing and stuff from the Tibetan students. Then you have to study for 18 years. Amazing.
Would anyone like eating some water?
You want water?
Hot water there?
No, up.
We can also
Is there hot
make
water
tea.
for Maya?
No,
You got?
tea.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't have much drink. The Coca-Cola bottle is there if anyone is dying for a Coke. There used to be this advert in the 60s, late 60s in England, come alive with Coke.
Not that.
Yeah, did you have that in the States?
Well, I wasn't alive in the 60s.
No, but, oh, that's true. Or later is come alive with Coke. Yeah.
No.
Or maybe it was Pepsi, I don't know. No, I think come alive with Coke. Very simple, clear message.
Turning out to be like lunch only.
Are you at Ashoka University?
A few years ago.
You were. What did you study? Huh?
There's a fellowship for 1 year.
Oh, okay. Teaching.
It's sort of mixed humanities, all sorts of subjects.
Mm. We have a Japanese friend here for the first time. Are you from a Buddhist family or mixed? Sorry? Catholic, how interesting. Wow. Right. Okay, folks, that's it for today. No more anything. And everyone wants, yeah, it's supposed to be open. As long as someone has it. There's no rum to have with it. Coke and rum is really good. Occasionally, a little bit. Really like it, but very rarely.
For next offering.
Ah. Correct, correct. But don't tell anyone what it is. Ask those texts.
प्रणाम कबीर जी।
क्या खा रहे हैं? ये जंक नहीं है? Sujiti, pranam. We'll be in touch. Anyway, it's all nectar right now, of course. हम को नहीं चाहिए, हम को नहीं, वो गला और भी बैठ जाएगा। पूछ ले लोगों से। Could you pass those texts?
Nobody wants, I'll let it remain on the table.
Then you'd better have it. You want it? You have it.
Going back again. Yeah.
क्या हाल है? Did you finish the?
नहीं, मैं आज यही करने आई।
अच्छा,
अब करूंगी।
क्या खाएंगे? खाना क्या खाएंगे?
Would be.
You don't need lunch?
I do.
Thanks.
I do.
You do? तो
Yeah.
खा लीजिए तो फिर हाँ? Thank you. Take care.
हाँ, खाऊंगी अभी थोड़ी देर बाद।
अच्छा, ठीक है। Sorry? Sorry.
What should one do with the leftover?
Take it home, give it to someone, or just leave it at the back and we'll distribute it to guards and staff and stuff like that. Yeah. You were away for a while, no?
I was in Delhi, but very, very busy with work, so I couldn't come in.
Good grief.
Yeah,
Good grief.
but I hope to restart on Monday, tomorrow.
Thank you.
Mama?
Thanks. Boom. Yep. Voila. Thank you, everyone, very much.
Thank you.
Meditation tomorrow at 6:30. Well, Shanti Deva, plus a big party afterwards. Rock and roll from the 60s. Oh. Well, maybe 80.
You are reviving Lama Yeshe's tradition.
Yes, yes. He said occasional party is good.
Lama Yeshe used to music होगा so good.
हाँ जी.
Music वगैरह
Oh. Okay, folks, there's nothing more. I didn't see Adriana in Bodh I was too busy and she was too busy, but I think she's okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye, Jan. Hope Len and everyone's okay.